it is a game of one-upmanship where it comes down to strategies put together for pushing forth the names for their nominees, where it comes down to vice president for both the NDA and the BJP alliance. After BJP-led NDA named Maharashtra Governor and former Tamil Nadu BJP President CP Radhakrishnan as its vice presidential candidate, opposition parties have now announced former Supreme Court Judge Justice B Sudarshan Reddy as its candidate for the upcoming vice presidential elections. I want to quickly take you through on why both you have at one end the NDA and the other end you have the opposition parties coming together with choices of the reasons and why they have picked them. But before we get into the basics, we're going to put out the graphics right there because we're running short of time. I want to quickly cut across to our guest this evening, Suman Raman, political analyst, Aarti Jairat, senior journalist and political commentator. Suman Raman, yesterday we were chatting about the NDA's choice of candidate, ticking many boxes. Number one, of course, an RSS candidate, OBC, checkmating or at least putting the DMK in a catch-22 situation when all they wanted is representation. But it does seem that the opposition, India Alliance, thought of exactly the same and have done that with the TDP. However, TDP's come up right now. We just want to tell our viewers to continue to pledge support to the NDA candidate. Over to you, Mr. Raman.
Yeah, I think yesterday we were discussing this, and it was my gut feel that the DMK would not insist on the candidate being from Tamil Nadu, and that was how it has turned out. Now, my concern on this is they've picked someone who does not belong to the OBC community, who comes from the upper caste Reddy community, and who comes from a non-political background. So I don't honestly understand how this is going to create any kind of fissures or pressures on any of the NDA partners to vote in favor of vote against the NDA candidate and in favor of Justice Sudarshan Reddy. So I think that it's at the end of the day, a fight has to be put up. It has got to be a token fight. The India Alliance knows they're losing it, so for that, they've identified a suitable candidate who can potentially, go through the motions. I cannot see this, barring something really unforeseen happening in the next few days. I honestly cannot see this as any more than a token fight put up by the India Alliance. And it is surprising because Mr. Naidu was part of the decision-making process of the NDA. When CPR was picked, Mr. Naidu was in the loop. So to expect him to vote, just because a fellow Telugu has been nominated, that was never going to happen. It was far more unlikely to happen than even the DMK. So now things will go according to the alliance formation lines, and Mr. CPR should come through quite comfortably. I don't expect any kind of significant cross voting to be seen in this, but I think that by not putting up an OBC candidate or a Dalit candidate, perhaps from Bihar, I think the India Alliance, maybe they may have missed a trick.
All right, so missed an opportunity there because it could have been a token fight. You could have picked somebody from Bihar, but they attempted to do exactly what they thought that the NDA did, to put the TDP in a spot like many would have thought that the NDA put the DMK in a spot. And Mr. Raman is right, viewers, because if you look at share numbers, and we'll try and put out those graphics there, the NDA have the strength. Tomorrow is going to be the nomination for the NDA candidate, Mr. Radhakrishnan, and then on the 21st of Mr. Reddy, the opposition candidate. The elections happen on the 9th of September. Will there be cross-voting? It doesn't quite seem so. The NDA, the opposition was hoping that it would put the TDP in a spot. That didn't quite happen. They made their allegiance very clear, number one. Number two, the YSRCP, even with their handful of MPs, have decided to stick with the NDA choice, as they had already pledged support to Rajnath Singh, the one who was mediating on the account of the NDA. The BRS, in all probability, will stick with the opposition choice. But Aarti Jairat, what do you make of it?
I mean, I quite agree with the previous panelists. This is just a token fight. And at the end of the day, I think what we'll really get is a head count for the records. How many MPs with the NDA, how many MPs with the opposition? And that's all really it amounts to. Although I think the opposition is trying to pitch it as an ideological fight, given the fact that, Radhakrishnan has an RSS background and is a staunch RSS loyalist. But, the interesting thing about Radhakrishnan is that although he comes from the RSS, and apparently in Tamil Nadu, he was jokingly referred to as the Vajpayee of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, because actually he is known to be a moderate, he's known for his sobriety. And, when the BJP was formed in 1980, he was appointed as an aide to Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who was then the president of the BJP. So maybe some of, Vajpayee's consensual politics rubbed off on Radhakrishnan. And, it's going to be a very interesting thing because he is so diametrically opposite to the previous incumbent. Maybe we can hope for some, more stability and some more order.
Mr. Raman, I know you want to come in, but I'm sorry, that's all the time that we have for in this segment. But
so
thank you, I appreciate
it. One sentence.
One sentence, sir, quickly.
Yeah.
Sir.
I mean, Mr. Radhakrishnan is not the typical, the RSS man who would go from village to village on a bicycle. He's very wealthy. He declared assets of 67 crore in 2019.
Yeah, he is a businessman. Yes, he's an industrialist on his right.